Hi guys, today we're going to be cleaning all of my reptile enclosures. The reason why I'm on the ground is because I want to talk about what happened to Mac yesterday when I got home. I smelled something weird and I was like, it kind of smells like it's burning. And I walked to all the rooms because I smelled it coming from this side of the house. And then as I was walking back to check the kitchen, I noticed that Mac's light was on the ground and it was like slightly smoky. It wasn't like super smoky, but it smelled. Okay, it definitely smelled. And I picked it up, obviously turned off the light, freaking out because my house almost burned down. This could have caught on fire if I didn't make it home at the time that I got home. So thankfully everybody's okay. Um, I am going to secure the light. I did go around and double check everybody's light yesterday just because I was so freaked out, and everybody's lights are fine. But I do obviously need to deep clean his enclosure, and it is about time I deep cleaned everybody else's enclosure. So that's what we're going to do today. His hook is still hanging up. Like the hook didn't fall. So I think he's somehow, I don't know how, but last video I did mention to you guys how he's kind of crazy and runs around this whole enclosure. He knocked it down somehow. So I'm gonna clamp it like extra well so if he does bump it again, it won't fall. And yeah, all the glass needs to get wiped down for everybody. Sunflower, we're gonna clean everybody's dishes and accessories. Tilly's will also go outside and clean Frankie, and Tokyo doesn't need much cleaning, but we'll check hers out too. Okay, I'm gonna start off with taking everything out of Mac's enclosure since his needs the most work, and then we'll move on to taking out the stuff from everybody else's enclosure. I go put Mac in my room. There's a big sliding glass door that I'll open and leave the screen on for him so that he can sunbathe while I clean this up. Back up. Okay, I lied. It's so cloudy today, but I did put him on the white fluffy rug that he likes to chill on. I'm gonna wash all of this stuff, so let me take, well, most of it, everything that's in here at least. So let me take it to the sink and then we'll start on Tilly. There is so many baby isopods in here. I love it. This plant, I used to have two natural plants in here, but the other one died, and this one is just not looking its best. So I'm gonna take her out and replace her. I'm gonna put her in my backyard. Hopefully she'll thrive, but it's just not serving Tilly anymore. She goes on the big leaves and stuff like that, but this one's just too damaged for her to do that. Now I'm gonna get all of the stuff out of Sunflower's enclosure. I've mentioned this before, but that's her potty. She trained herself to go in there and she goes only in there. I didn't do it, so I can't even take credit for it. But yeah, she's potty trained. while the dishes are drying, I am going to wipe down all the glass, especially Tilly's on the inside, especially because hers gets a little gross. And I'm just using water. Sometimes I use vinegar. I don't have any, so it's just going to be water for today. Max glass gets pretty gross because of my dog King. He literally has so much slobber. I have to wipe my walls down all the time, like at least once a week. And Max glass is a victim of King slobber. That took like 10 minutes, but look at how clear it looks. I love when the glass is clear. Honestly, I don't keep up with the glass as much as I should, but when I do clean it, I'm like, bro, it looks 10 times better. And while it's on my mind, look at how cute. New little addition to the reptile closet. It says hella chingona, which kind of means like badass. And my friend gave me that and that little sunflower pot for my birthday. And as well as other, activities, but so sweet. That's my favorite flower. Okay, moving along to Tilly's. This one's gonna take a while too. So a little close up of the glass. Just needs to get wiped down. I will take that plant out and wash it as well, but she's using it as a hide, so I will do it once I have the other plants back in there. Tilly's glass is nice and clean. Also, I forgot to mention, my friend gave me a gift which had this cute little case with lip glosses in it. So I put it next to the love sign because it just makes sense. And let's move on to sunflowers. Hers isn't that bad, but we're still gonna wipe everything down. And we're done with sunflowers. And somehow it looks better, even though it wasn't that bad. It looks a lot better now. Let's go check on Mac since he's been in there for a while, and then we'll put everything back in the enclosures. There he is. Oh, the sun came out. I left him on the rug and he's over there sunbathing now. Sometimes I leave the screen open just so like the rays can actually get through, but I'm not going to do that just because he is going to be in here for a while without supervision. All right, buddy. See you soon. Cleaning your enclosure. Sorry, it almost burned down. I love this piece of art. I'll put the handle down below, but it's just every time I look at it, I'm like, love it. Look at this hot mess. All those paper towels that I used. All right, let's go get all the dishes and accessories. Actually, before we get started, let me put some liners back in Max enclosure. I didn't take this one off because it is underneath this center divider and I couldn't take it off. So I do have some new cabinet liners that I'm going to put in there, which I'm so happy I bought extra because that happened. I thought I had enough, but clearly I don't. So we will have to go to the dollar store later on today. I also need to go to Lowe's to get a new plant, as well as some other supplies that I need for Frankie. And let me just put everything back inside so we can head out and take care of Frankie. Everyone's enclosure is back in order. I didn't film it. I mean, everything is basically exactly the way that it was. I'm not gonna put those items in Max enclosure just yet until I get the cabinet liner. And all of my reptiles have crystals. As you can see, I did a whole video about it. It didn't do that well, which is fine. But for some reason, Marshmallow's crystal is nowhere to be found. So let's go get him a crystal and get Max so we can put him back into his enclosure. Mac just be chilling in here. I don't worry about him. He just basks and goes under my desk, and that's all he does. So let's look at the crystals. I'm gonna go with this geoid. It's so pretty. I think he would enjoy looking at it. If for some reason he like starts squeezing it or something, obviously I'll take it out, but I highly doubt that he will do that. First up, we're going to check on Tokyo. She is going through brumation, so there's really not much to do here. And also, that's Mac's little carpet thing that is drying. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it back in, but maybe. So let's just check on her real quick before we move on to Frankie. There she is. I just make sure she moves and then I cover her back up. If you're new here, this is Frankie's outdoor enclosure. She is my leopard tortoise. And there she is. It's so nice and toasty in here. I don't know what her problem is, but all week she has been rejecting her weeds and grass. Not sure what's up with that, but yeah, so I've just been giving her grocery store greens. Also, I noticed that she would not go like directly underneath that light, so I just put it straight down to like get so that rock can get hot and make everything else hot, which has been working well. So yeah, she just doesn't like to bask underneath that light. So that's why I did that. One of the reasons why I need to go to Lowe's is to get more electrical tape. I think that's what it's called, to fix this light. I keep on grabbing it and putting it back up there, but it just keeps on falling. So we need to fix that. And also, I think I want to insulate this door just for extra insulation since oh, and then the rest of this one since I only did like half of it. Let's get to cleaning. I noticed that Frankie has not been going to the bathroom, so I'm going to take her inside and soak her in some warm water. It's like King knows what we're doing. He's so funny. Okay, so I have Frankie salad. I also finally got batteries for the temperature gauge, so I'm going to add that to the enclosure as well. Excuse me. And this is her nice clean enclosure. Since I am giving her a bath, I'll probably switch that lamp to the left over here. So if she wants to be extra warm, she can go underneath there. But again, she doesn't really use it, so we'll see. I don't know why she stopped eating grass all of a sudden. She's consumed it her whole life. These used to be her favorite. Well, she still eats these, but the grass, she just does not eat it anymore. I don't know why. I'm gonna take out these dead leaves as well. Oh, this whole thing is dead. I'll just take this whole thing out. What, you want it? Okay, take it. Go ahead. He likes munching on leaves and stuff. This does tell me the humidity as well, which is nice. I'm probably going to put it in her basking area. Eventually, I'd like to hang it up so I can just open the door and see, and then so she can't like yank it. But for now, we'll just put it here and this in the basking area. And then I'm going to move this light this way. Typically, I do add moss to her enclosures, but this whole front end, well, not over there, but like over here, does stay pretty like moist and humid. So I think she's okay, but I will keep an eye on that to make sure that we're in range. I saw King looking inside my bedroom window, and it's because Callie girl is sunbathing. Oh my god, how cute is she? Love her. She's gonna be 12 this year. It's been about 15 minutes now, and Frankie has not pooped, so I'm gonna put her back. Hopefully, this helps her kind of get things going. And this is just what happens sometimes. It's not like they're gonna go to the bathroom just because you soak your reptiles, but it will help. And if I see that she hasn't gone to the restroom yet, I will probably just soak her again tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure she's nice and dry before putting her back. She doesn't really like this part. She's eating a weed. That's good. And she's eating some grass, it looks like. Maybe by accident, but who cares? Before we head out, I do want to mention that I secured Max Light and I put it through that little hole. So there is no way that that thing is falling unless, of course, the hook falls. But my husband installed that. So I have faith that it will not fall. We made it to Lowe's. I have my little helper with me because he got picked up from school early. And let's go find a plant for Chili in the indoor plant area and then get the electrical tape. We found the snake plants. Unfortunately, they don't have more variety of like this hard leaf plant. But I'll keep on looking one more time. Mostly it's like these like soft leaf plants that obviously won't hold Tilly up. So I think I'm just gonna have to go with that one. So I ended up getting the tape only because I really didn't want to pay $17 plus tax for that plant. Or actually I think it was $16. Either way, it doesn't matter. But and also I remembered I have a snake plant at home that I can use. It's been a few hours. I just opened up the enclosure. It's 90 degrees in her basking spot, and look who's basking. I don't know why she's not eating her food. It's probably because she hasn't used the restroom. So I'm definitely going to soak her tomorrow and the next day and the next day until she uses the restroom or bathroom. I don't know why I say restroom. Let's put this insulation on the door, mostly on like the seam, like the where the door meets the wall, and then also reinforce that chain with some more tape so this doesn't keep on happening. The insulation on the door is not my best work. I am going to ask my husband to fix the door so it's like straighter when it closes so that I can do a better job at this. And I did tape that as well, but same thing, I'm going to ask my husband to just put a hook, like one of those hooks on, so that is just secure and doesn't fall. But overall, we are done. Again, I will be soaking Frankie and I'll update you guys on my next video how she's doing. She is so cute though. Like I can just stare at her all day. So beautiful. Her shell's so beautiful. It's been a few hours, but we are all done with everyone's enclosure. I got the cabinet liner in there for Mac and the rest of his accessories. And I also got Tilly's plants in there. I love the way her enclosure looks. It's just such a good vibe. Like, I don't know, I just get like hippie jungle Amazon vibes. And there she is. She usually doesn't say hello, but I'm getting a good shot of her right now, and her glass is all clean, so it's like a nice shot. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.